Hello everyone and welcome to Greyhammer. Today we're going to be doing the faction pack focus for Gloomspite Gitz. We are on our last week doing our destruction focuses, so let's get going. On to battle traits. We're going to pause here, let you pause it if you so desire, because we've already covered these in shorts. But basically, Bad Moon can move around, buffs things. Battle formations, you have Bouncing Fury. Each time a friendly squig unit charges, add 1 to the attacks of its gobs of any type. It's from the Squigalanche. The Trog Herd gives you, each time the Troggoth unit uses a fight, after it's been resolved, heal D3 to that unit. The Moonclan Scrap, you pick up to 3 friendly non-squig Moonclan units in combat, make a Paladin move, roll a D3 on a 2-up, and inflict amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. Realm Web Ambush. Each time a friendly Skitter Strain or Rock uses the Realm Web Lurker, you can pick another friendly Spider Fang and put them up in ambush as well. When you set them up, the other one needs to be within within 12 of the Skitter Strain to Ragnarok. Heroic traits. The Clammy Hand. Each time a friendly Gloomspite Gitz unit wholly within 12 uses the Rally, you can make 3 additional Rally rolls of D6. If it's not a wizard, it has wizard, otherwise add 1 to cast. Fight another day. If it's in combat, roll dice on a 3-up, they can immediately use the retreat as if it's your movement phase without mortal damage. The Clammy Hand and Moon Touch are both really strong. Fight another day could be useful, but Artifacts of Power, the Troglodytic Treasures. The Clammy Cow, subtract 1 from hit rolls for the target. For attacks that target this unit. Once per battle, you can pick an enemy hero in combat on the roll dice and on a 2-up inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. Or Leering Get Shield. Each time an unmodified hit roll for the attack that targets this unit as 1, inflict a mortal damage on the attacking unit after the attack's been resolved. Take the Clammy Cow. It's just going to make him so much more durable. Spell Lore. Casting value of 7, Sneaky Distraction. Pick a friendly Gloomspite Gitz Wizard, then make a casting roll. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks made by enemy units while they're wholly within 12 of the caster. Hand a Gort, casting value of 7. Pick a visible friendly unit wholly within 12 of the caster, not in combat. Remove the target from the battlefield, set up again on the battlefield wholly within 24 of the caster, more than 9 from all enemy units. Spore Maws, casting value 7. You pick up to 3 visible enemy units within 12. Roll a d3 for each target, and on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. Manifestation Lore, you got 4. Summon Mort's Mighty Mushroom, casting value 6, set it up holier than 12. Malevolent Moon, casting value 7, set up holier than 12, more than 9. Casting value 6, Scuttle Tide, holier than 12, more than 9. And Scrap Scuttle's Arachne Cauldron, casting value 7, holier than 12, visible to them, more than 9. Kragnos has some crazy rules. When your opponent declared a spell ability, you have the Shield Inviolate. If this unit was picked to be the target of that spell, roll a dice. On a 3-up, ignore the effects of the spell on the unit. It can be used more than once per phase, but only once per spell. Avatar of Destruction, if it would be automatically destroyed, it's not. Instead, allocate 6 damage points. Ward rolls can't be made for those. Rampaging Destruction, if this unit charges this phase, roll 1 of the following effects. You can either pick a dice for each enemy unit within an inch. On a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the unit equal to the roll. Or you pick an enemy monster in combat and roll 2d6. On a 7, the ability has no effect. Otherwise, inflict an amount of mortal damage on that unit equal to the results of the dice rolled together. For example, a 2 and a 6 would inflict 12 mortal damage. Really strong. And then the End of Empires, add 1 to the number of dice rolled when making charge rolls for friendly destruction units while they're wholly within 12 of this unit to a maximum of 3. Really strong buffing character. Scragrot. Once per battle, when you declared the Bad Moon's orbit ability, you can choose whether it moves or stays instead of rolling the dice. Fangs of the Bad Moon, casting value 7, pick a visible enemy unit within 18, roll number of dice equal to the unmodified casting roll for each 3-up, inflict mortal damage on the target. And then when you declare the redeploy for a friendly Moonclan unit older than 12, if you roll a 1 to 3 when determining the distance. You can use a value of 4 instead. Loon Boss. When you declare a fight, you pick a non-hero Moonclan infantry unit that's not used to fight. They can fight immediately afterwards. And then we've got the hero phase ability, I'm the Boss. Pick a visible friendly Moonclan Stabbers unit, holier than 12. On a 2-up, pick one of the effects. Get back here. If it's not in combat, you can return D6 slain models, or add 1 to wound rolls until the start of your next turn. Really strong. Gobapalooza, you've got hallucinogenic fungus brews. It gets a 4-up ward on the first battle round, 5-up on the second battle round, and 6-up in every battle round after that. The Gobapalooza Know What's. Roll a dice on a 3-up, pick one of the following effects. And these are all within the Gobapalooza's combat range. You add 1 to run and charge for the other unit, add 1 to the rend for that unit, or the enemy unit within 12 can't use commands. Rabble Rouser, you can set up in reserve, can bring them up on anywhere on the battlefield more than 9, and you that can pick a visible friendly monster or beast for the rest of the turn. It can use charge abilities even if it ran, but each time it uses a move, it must move closer to this unit. The first time this target moves in combat with this unit's combat range, inflict d6 mortal damage on this unit. That's risky, but you can get your monsters running and charging. Fungoid Cave Shaman, Deathcat Mushroom, add 1 to its power level once per battle for the rest of the turn. So it casts an extra spell. Feed in Time, from the Squig boss with Nasha Squig. Pick a friendly Squig unit within this unit's combat range. Roll a dice and a 2-up. Pick one of the following effects. Add 3 to their move, or their gobs have crit mortals. It's pretty strong. Loon Boss on Mangler Squigs. Once per battle, you've got Bite to Moon. Pick this unit and all friendly Squig units holier than 12. Add 1 to wound rolls for their gobs for the rest of the turn. Watch out, it's passive if it's destroyed. Roll dice for each enemy unit within its combat range, and a 4-up inflict D3 mortal damage on that unit. And then Curse Splat. In the charge phase, if it charges this phase, pick an enemy unit within an inch. Roll dice for each model in the target unit to a maximum of 10 for each 4-up, and inflict 1 mortal damage on the target. Mangler Squigs. Giant Boing, if it charges this turn, roll dice. On a 3-up, it can move 3d6, but must end that move in combat. Watch out, if this unit is destroyed before removing it from play, roll a dice for each enemy unit. On a 4-up, inflict d3 mortal damage. It's the same ability. Sneaky Snufflers, once per turn in your hero phase. If it's not in combat, pick a visible friendly Moonclan unit holier than 12. Add 1 to the roll dice and add 1 to the roll if it's under the light of the bat moon. On a 3-up, the ward has a 5-up. On a 6-up, you also add 1 to the attacks. So it goes to 2-up, 4-up, or 5-up. So 5-up, you get to have a ward of 5-up and an extra attack, which is pretty strong. Snarlfang Riders, if it's not in combat, this unit can move move d6. It cannot end that move in combat. That's in your enemy's movement phase. Pretty strong. Then you've got the Loon Smasher Fanatics. You can set it up hidden among the mobs, and then if it's hidden among the mobs, pick a friendly Moonclan Shooters or Stabbers unit that has 10 or more models. Set up this unit anywhere on the battlefield wholly within 6 of the target, more than 9 from all enemy units. It always has strength first. Real Glass Cannon character can be really badly countered if your units of shooters and stabbers get reduced below 10 quickly. But Sports Splatter Fanatics, they can use the normal move in your deployment phase, and then add 1 to the attacks of melee weapons used by friendly Moonclan units holier than 12. Subtract 1 from the attacks of enemy units while they're in combat with this unit. Good debuff and buff. Moonclan Shooters and Stabbers both have the same rule of netters. You pick an enemy infantry unit in combat, roll the dice on a 3-up, subtract 1 from hit rolls for targets that attack. For the target's attacks for the rest of the turn. So, same thing with Stabbers. Squig Herd are Beast. Each time a model on this unit is slain by a combat attack and the model was in combat with the attacking unit, roll a dice on a 5-up, inflict unroll damage on the attacking unit after the fight's been resolved. Herding Squigs, roll a dice for each Squig Herder in this unit. For each 2-up, you can return D3 Cave Squigs to this unit. For each one, a squig herder is slain. Loot boss on giant cave squig. You pick a friendly non-hero squig cavalry unit that is not used to fight. They can fight afterwards, and they get +1 to hit when they do so. Pretty simple. Squig hoppers. You pick an enemy unit that this unit passes across to be the target. Roll a dice for each model in this unit that passed across the target. For each 4-up, inflict mortal damage on the target. Boing Grunt Bounders, you got Boing Smash. If it charged, pick an enemy unit within an inch. Roll a d3 on a 2-up. Inflict amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. You've got Trug, the Troggoth King, coming in with some fancy abilities. Crushing Grip once per turn in the combat phase. Pick an enemy unit within an inch. Roll a dice. If the roll equals or exceeds the target's health characteristic, a model in the target unit is slain. You heal d6 at the start of any turn. And then malfunctioning Laystone. You roll 3 dice. You must pick one of those dice and apply the effects. Effects 2 to 6 persist until the start of your next turn. So if you rolled 3 ones, you'd have to inflict d3 mortal damage on this unit. 2 gives you Glyph of Gur, add 1 to the attacks of melee weapons used by friendly Troggoth units while they're wholly within 12. Glyph of Aquishi, or Akshi, add 1 to the rend of melee weapons used by friendly Troggoth wholly within 12. Glyph of Hish, you can unbind as if he's Wizard 1. Glyph of Olgu, subtract 1 from hit rolls for shooting attacks to target friendly Troggoth units while they're wholly within 12. Or this unit has a ward of 5-up with the Glyph of Shamal. Pretty powerful. Dank Hold Trog Boss. You got the Shepherd of Destruction. If it's in combat, roll a dice on a 3-up. Add 1 to the attacks of melee weapons used by friendly Troggoth units while they're within this unit's combat range. Create a regeneration at the start of any turn. Heal d6 this unit. And when your opponent declared a spell ability, if this unit is picked to be the target of the spell, roll a dice on a 4-up. Ignore the effect of the spell on this unit. Take Hold Troggoth has the same magical resistance ability. He heals d3 instead of d6. And if it's in combat, it can move 6 but must end the move in combat. Then roll a d3 for each enemy unit within an inch. On a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on that unit equal to the roll. Fellwater Troggoths, heal d3 at the start of a turn. Noxious Vomit, if it has any damage points allocated by its Noxious Vomit, that unit is drenched in vomit. When it's drenched in vomit, subtract 1 from save rolls and ignore positive modifiers to their save rolls. Rotgut Troggoths simply heal each turn and are just big, tanky, 4-up save, 5-up ward, hit hard. So pretty strong. Spider Riders, it can pass across terrains as if it had fly. Has those crit mortals on its spider attacks. Web Spinner Shaman, the Web Slingshot, pick a friendly Spider Fang unit or terrain feature within 18. Roll a dice on a 2-up, remove this unit from the battlefield and set it up again wholly within 3 of the target and more than 9 from all enemy units. Speed of the Spider God, casting value 6. You pick a Spider Fang unit wholly within 12. They can run and still charge and shoot. A Ragnarok Spider with Spider Fang War Party. And it can pass across terrain as if it had fly. Then you pick up to 3 enemy units within an inch from Ferocious Predator once per turn in charge phase. Roll a d3 for each target. On a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage equal to the roll. A Web Spinner Shaman can also pass across terrain features. Add 1 to casting rolls for friendly Spider Fang units while they hold within 12. Ensnaring Webbing, pick an enemy infantry hero within an inch. Roll dice. On a 3-up, the target has strike last for the rest of the turn. Skitter Strand of Ragnarok, you can set it up skittering in the tunnel, so you can then bring it up in the movement phase anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 from enemy units. It can pass across terrain features as if it had fly. And if it charged, roll a dice. On a 3-up, it can move a 2d6. It can pass through the combat ranges of enemy units and can pass through models in enemy infantry units, but it must move in combat. Then you pick an enemy infantry unit that it passed across, inflict d3 mortal damage to it. Ragnarok Spider with Flinger. The Flinger, if any attacks made by the Flinger scores a hit, after the shoot ability has been resolved, roll a dice. On a 2-up, the target's entangled until the start of your next turn. Have the move characteristic of a unit while it's entangled. Move across terrain features as if it has fly. And then pick an enemy unit that charges this turn and it's in combat. On a 3-up, subtract 1 from the attacks characteristic of the target's companion weapons for the rest of the turn. Scuttle Tide, 6 health, 8-inch move, 6-up save, 6-up ward, 8 attacks, 4 up, no rend, 1 damage. Pass across terrain features as if it had fly. That's crazy. It's spiders, it does that. Endless Terrors, it has a ward of 4 up while it's wholly within 12 of any friendly Arachnarok. It also has crit mortals, so. Mork's Mighty Mushroom, 6 health, 6-up save, ward of 6 up. Pick up to 3 enemy units within 6. For each target, roll a number of dice equal to the number of models in that unit that are within 6 of the manifestation. For each 5 up, inflict a mortal damage on the target. Malevolent Moon. Friendly Gloomspite Gitz are under the light of the bad moon while they're held within 12. It also has 6 health, 12-inch move, 6-up save, 1 attack, 4 up, 3 up, no rounds, d3 damage. Really powerful manifestation, though. Scrap Scuttle's Arachne Cauldron, 6 health, 6-inch move, 5-up save, 2 attacks, 4 up, 3 up, no rend, 2 damage. You pick a friendly Gloomspite Gitz wizard within an inch of this manifestation to be the target. Add 1 to their power level until the start of your next turn. Also really good manifestation. Bad Moon Loon Shrine. It's cover and impassable. Friendly Gloomspite Gitz are under the light of the bad moon, wholly within 12 of the terrain feature. You can spend a command point once per turn at the end of your turn. To pick a friendly non-hero, non-monster, non-war machine Gloomspite Gitz unit that's been destroyed. Set up a replacement unit with half the number of models for the target unit, rounding up, wholly within 12, and more than 3 from all enemy units. Spearhead. You've got the Bad Moon Mad Mob with the Loon Boss, 2 units of Stabbers, 2 units of Hoppers, and 3 Rocket Troggoths. You've got the Light of the Bad Moon ability. Regiment abilities, you pick 1. You pick a friendly Moonclan Stabbers unit and return D3 slain models into your hero phase, or once per battle, pick a friendly unit that's not in combat, remove it anywhere from the battle, set it up more than 9 from enemy units. I think you're going to pick Lunatic Hordes, but Panagoric is kind of nice too. The Lunatic Hordes, the Stabbers are just so squishy, but being able to replenish them would be really, really nice. It's kind of hard to say. Enhancements, you get to pick one of these for your general. At the end of any turn, they can make a 2d6 move, but can't move in combat. This is only if they use a fight ability, so they can run away, basically. The Claiming Cowl subtracts 1 from hit rolls. Hallucinogenic Fungal Brew, first battle round, ward of 4 up. Second battle round, ward of 5 up. Third and fourth battle round, ward of 6 up. And Nightshade Mushroom, once per battle, pick a friendly unit within your general's combat range. They cannot be targeted by shooting attack. I say Hallucinogenic Fungus Brew or Clammy Cowl. Those are your best ones. Fight Another Day could be good, because it's not a retreat ability. Loon Boss has the same ability he has. In fact, I think every single unit here has the same ability they have as a regular War Scroll. But I'll pause at each one just so you can look at them if you so desire. Those Rotgut Troggoths are going to be a problem. Moonclan Stabbers, they're reinforcements, so you can bring them back once. All in all, you can go with this army a lot of different ways. You can go a Squig Rush army, which you can do some crazy damage with all the buffs to them. You can go with spiders, and you can do like a charge. You can't do wolves yet, but I think they're going to be coming soon. My guess is it's going to go Stormcast Eternals, Skaven, and then maybe either Gloomspite Gitz is the next faction they update, or they're going to update some death unit, some death faction, but I guess they'd do Oziark because they can do more models with that because it's a small range. So I think Gloomspite Gitz players, you're going to have some new units coming your way. But that's going to be it for this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what unit you're most excited about, what armies you're most excited about, and I'm going to try and get a battle report in sometime soon. It might be in a few weeks, but I'm very excited for that. And I'll see you in the next episode. Anyway, goodbye, and like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps out. I'm really appreciative of all the support that these videos have been getting recently. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.